Live. All right, so tell me about like how was the H like around that time? You know what I'm saying? Like tell me about the city and shit. Like what was like the vibe of the city and shit? Cause when y'all making Ghetto Dreams and y'all putting it together and shit like that.
It was warm.
Yeah.
I don't know. It ain't warm like that right now.
Yeah.
You say warm, what you mean?
Everything, nigga. It seemed vivid, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't make this up. It could be because that was my time and place and space on this earth.
Yeah.
Or it could be, it really just don't feel like that. The energy level of everything, man, was just so much bigger. Like it's like the little things were big things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just don't see that cornbread's effect no more. Like I just don't see everybody stirred up about the same thing like that.
You know what it is? I know what you're saying is that, you know, we don't have like, you know, that was the culture. You know what I'm saying? Right. That was the culture. When I say the culture of the city, you know what I'm saying? The slab, the niggas wearing creases, the bald face, like everything. It was just a vibe. Like we had an identity. You know what I'm saying? That was a Houston identity. I think like now it's kind of like
Houston's a fairly new city when you think of it.
And I feel like now everybody's kind of like with the internet and shit, you know, everybody's like, oh, we can be like Atlanta, we can be like LA, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like it's not our own type of thing no more. I feel like maybe, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
It was, man. So, you know, and anybody always I'm sure, you know, 15, 20 years from now, who knows what y'all description of what it is like now versus then gonna be like, but the vibe was a little bit, like you say, more authentic, man, and it's hard for me to explain to you, man, in the good and in the bad. Like when we had something going on, man, if they screwed up click, man, then we're there, bro, the city was there, half of the city for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, not like it is now. I see the hottest artists in town right now. I can't hardly move nobody around. But back then, when something popped off, dog, everybody was there. I mean, when Pat died, you know, we hadn't even really, me and him spent about 7 or 8 months together creating the record, but we never had a chance to put the record out together or get any
promo and all that.
To do promo. So I knew his presence, I knew what it was, but I didn't feel what it was until his funeral, man, because his funeral was bigger than Screw's funeral. Like when he died, they shut 288 down. And we wasn't filming everything like y'all film now. The only thing comparable to that is when you see that video clip of how they was in Brooklyn when Biggie died. That's what it looked like out here. I promise to God. Ask anybody that was there. They had to shut 288 because Reed Road, like the road going out to the cemetery, bro. And I'm talking about for miles, nigga. All you saw was candy painted cars, slabs, pad posters everywhere. I mean, it was like, and for me, I was still kind of an outsider then. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't got dropped.
You embracing all this shit.
I got dropped dead in the middle of this shit.
Yeah.
And my character hadn't had time for niggas to know who I really was.
Yeah.
Only I knew who I was.
Yeah. Yeah.
To everybody else, I was that nigga from out of town with the Fat Pat record.
Right. So people treated you like out of town, you felt like?
Not really, but you know, I mean, if you know how to move around, if nobody don't make you feel like you're out of town, you better know you're out of town.
Yeah.
When you are out of
That's
town.
a fact.
And react accordingly.
And act accordingly.
That's
right?
a fact.
Streets are real, nigga. I know what it would be like where I'm at. Wherever you at. And I've been, you know, I moved around. I live in Atlanta, did a lot of shit. So I'm very environmental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I'm
environmental.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really pay attention. I love culture and shit. So at that time, you know, I just got a heavy dose of it. I saw how big and how real this was, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it, I didn't see it until I was already in it.
Right. So y'all was making it, like, tell me about, like, what was it, like Platinum Soul did Ghetto Dreams, right?
Right.
So how you, like, got with them and, like, y'all put that whole thing together?
Man, when God got something wrote, it's crazy because when I went to undergrad school at Stephen F. Austin, and one of my chapter brothers, he was from there, so they had a little rap group, a local group, and they was called Raw Posse.
Okay.
And Double D was in Raw Posse.
Okay.
So I had been in Atlanta for 5 years, away from here and all of this.
Yeah.
And then when I got back with Pat, the first thing Pat was like telling me what producers he wanted to work with, and the first name came out of his mouth was Double D.
Yeah.
So I was like, Double D. And
Double D did Southside, or is that?
Yeah, Double D had already, he had did 7 tracks off that Don't Mess with Texas album. Yeah. So Kiki record.
Yeah.
So Pat wanted some of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he said Double D, man, and God had it already put that together.
Yeah.
That's some nigga I had already. So me and D was already good. And then No D, that's the other half of the 2 that started platinum. So he from Beaumont, that's my dude.
Yeah.
So we all just came together.
Put it together like that.
And then that was my blessing the whole way through, because then Blue Note, Salih Williams, I met Salih from Austin. I don't know if y'all familiar with Salih Williams?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so man, we met Salih. Salih handed us a tape and sold us the first track we got from him for $300. We was on the other side of a fence, like, man, y'all just listen to my tape. That was Boy Baby.
No shit.
And later on, this boy went on and did, all
the other shit. Yeah.
So man, those are those blessings that come from God. Just like I said, I've always been lucky to be around talented people, man. Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So, back to like the vibe of the city and shit, man. Like, I don't know, man. Tell me about like your relationship with like DJ Screw and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's one of my favorites, because, like I was telling you, that shit was happening with me, my nigga. At that time in my life, I was on some get rich or die trying shit for real. That's why I always love that title 50 Cent came with, because that's how I was living. I mean that shit. I was just trying to get it.
Already.
So, but I had already signed Pat, and I remember we came, we was at the studio recording, and Kojak, that's my nigga now, another nigga, they came over there, some more niggas that was in the clique, really, you know what I'm saying? They popped in at the studio with Pat, and them niggas looking, and that's the day I realized, I covered every base but one. I didn't check with Screw.
Yeah.
I had never met Screw.
Yeah.
So in my mind, me thinking that he like the average nigga. This is his artist. So what? He ain't gonna like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I hadn't realized how powerful Screw was. Cause Screw power, you know what I'm saying? If Screw said, nigga, that shit trash, nigga, it's a rap.
Everybody else, nigga's trash.
It's a rap, nigga.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn, this nigga here ain't gonna like me at all. You know what I'm saying? And then the other cats that, they was kind of, distanced to a nigga like they supposed to be.
Right.
So I was like, damn. So it's funny because later, when I met Screw, and he was just as cool as anybody has ever tried to describe him, that nigga was 10 times cooler than that, man. Just, you know what I'm saying, just real transparent, man. And me and him, we just hit it right off. And we just got to rapping, man, and I could tell he appreciated what I was doing. And he knew what we was talking about earlier. He was so confident in his lane, it allowed him not to hate on nobody else's lane. He knew his lane. He knew he was a producer. That's why he wasn't worried about signing everybody. And he told me that. He like, everybody trying to ask me why I don't sign all these guys. In so many words, he's like, nigga, that's Pat, that's Kiki, nigga, but I'm DJ Screw.
Right.
And then that's the first time I saw it. He's like, nigga, I'm an artist in myself.
Yeah.
I'm a brand creator.
Right.
So, I ain't worried about trying to tie all these brands up like that. So, he the one told Mo come get with me. Like, he appreciated the way I was handling business, and that I was actually, he knew I was gonna be another ally us fighting for the culture, because that's what it was about. We was fighting for the culture.
Yeah.
I still do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the vibe, we were talking about the vibe of the city. I'm just thinking at that time what y'all were creating, because we were kids around that time. But even we saw it, and and I'm thinking like, damn, I would have loved to have grown up in that time, because everything Houston is based off now is some shit y'all created.
Comes from that era.
It comes from that era. Like, that's the identity of Houston. Everything that came from
that we know Houston for, it comes from that time period. You know what I'm saying?
The slabs, the candy paint, the drink, the whole nine. That's it. The music, everything.
Everything. It's Houston 1996 to like 2000, 2001. Like,
absolutely. Because the influence was so heavy. When I went away to school in Atlanta, everybody take music from where they from. So you got niggas in Memphis, they bringing the Project Patton and whatnot. You got the DC with the Go-Go. You know, well, we brought Screw.
Yeah.
We bringing Rig Shot. we bringing all that, and we jamming it all day long. Well, you know, East Coast, you know, dude kind of had something to say. Well, my homeboy from the East Side, shout out Chris, whooped the nigga ass behind a lot of H-time disrespect and some little flip and some screw.
Yeah.
You know, it was an ass whooping came with that.
Yeah.
But that was the defense of the culture, you know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all built. So I look at that and it's like, yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Totally different.
Yeah, nah, that's what it was. So y'all put out Ghetto. Well, all right, Fat Pat get killed. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Take me back to that time period, because y'all the record is done.
Yeah.
The Tops drop is out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just rough, man.
Yeah.
It was real rough because it was like a mix of emotions, you know what I'm saying? You like that's the first, for me, time I heard a record, which I had already put out music previously, but none of it made it to radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that Top drop was going crazy when that shit came out.
So
That
here,
shit still go.
here we are having a high moment, but then such a great loss.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it was mixed emotions, man. And then, so every step of the way, that was always there. Pat not here.
Yeah.
No matter how far, you know what I mean? It still was just, so it was, it's hard to just say like how it would have been if he was here. Cause it was a magical moment outside of that. You know what I mean? Like now niggas be telling me they music hot, and I'm like, man, they just don't fucking know, dog, what it feel like to go walk through a parking lot. Nobody don't know that's your music. But to hear damn near every car pass by you,
Yeah.
I'm talking about, nigga, Jamaica, bro. I went and stood out there. I'm in the parking lot smoking, just chilling. And I'm still kind of anonymous at the time. And every car passed me, nigga.
Yeah.
Just jamming, not just Tops Drop, they was jamming the whole Ghetto Dreams album, period. Different songs, every car. You know, when the day the record came out, nigga, Soundwaves lit up, dog. It looked like a block party at Soundwaves. Nigga, they can't, it was cassette tapes. Nigga, they flying, they gone, everybody.
Man,
so,
what a time to be alive.
Yeah, so I haven't seen that type of disturbance going on behind none of our artists. And that's what I don't like right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's too much talent out here. But maybe that's the problem. It's all spread out. It's not one centralized movement that really just captivated everybody to that level, in my opinion, organically.
Yeah.
Since then, you know what I'm saying? Only other time I seen something similar was in New Orleans. I saw that.